Whilst near-death experiences change lives, they've also given some individuals extraordinary experiences that they would never have dreamt of. The most intriguing examples are of blind people becoming sighted for the first time. Vicky Nuratuk had been blind from birth.
I've never seen anything, no light, no shadows, no nothing. A lot of people ask if I see black. No, I do not see black. I do not see anything at all.
In her early 20s, Vicky was involved in a serious car accident.
The next thing I recall, I was in Harborview Medical Center and looking down at everything that was happening. And it was frightening because I'm not accustomed to see things visually because I'd never had before. And initially it was pretty scary. And then I finally recognized my wedding ring and my hair, and I thought, is this my body down there? And am I dead or what?
We can't bring her back, get the crash truck.
They kept saying, we can't bring her back, we can't bring her back, and they were trying to frantically work on this thing that I discovered was my body, and I felt very detached from it. And sort of, so what? And I was thinking, what are these people getting so upset about? Then I thought, I'm out of here. I can't get these people to listen to me. And as soon as I thought that, I went up through the ceiling as if it were nothing. And it was wonderful to be out there and be free, not worry about bumping into anything. And I knew where I was going. And I heard this sound of wind chimes. It was the most incredible sound that I could describe. It was from the very lowest to the very highest tones. As I was approaching this area, there were trees and there were birds and quite a few people, but they were all like made out of light. And I could see, and it was incredible, really beautiful, and I was overwhelmed by that experience because I couldn't really imagine what light was like. It's still a very emotional thing when I talk about this because there was a point at which I could bring forth any knowledge I wanted to have. And it was like this place was where all knowledge was. And then I was sent back, and then I went back into my body, and it was excruciatingly painful and very heavy, and I remember feeling very sick.
I have been, in a general sense, saying subtle body means the mind, but let's be more precise now. In Vedanta, there is a more precise definition of the subtle body. They say the subtle body has 19 parts. What are the 19 parts? The 5 sense organs. Now, remember, when it says the 5 sense organs, it does not mean the physical organs, not the physical nose. Obviously, these are parts of the physical body. The nose, the ears, the skin, these are parts of the physical body, the eyes. But the powers, the functions, those are parts of the subtle body. So it's very interesting. In the subtle body, these powers are there. These capacities are there in the subtle body. And they connect to the physical body, the apparatus, the hardware. So this is part of the hardware, these eyes, this nose, these ears. But what we are talking about here, the sense organs, they are not the physical organs here. They are the capacities in the subtle body which will work through this hardware.
The most intriguing examples are of blind people becoming sighted for the first time.
Blindness doesn't have anything to do with the sūkṣmaśarīra. It has to do with your physical body, sthūlaśarīra, in particular your eyeballs. If your physical eyes are defective, you're blind. Even though your sūkṣmaśarīra has the faculty of sight, but if your eyes, physical eyes, don't work, then the faculty of sight that's part of the sūkṣmaśarīra is unable to function.
Vicky Nuratuk had been blind from birth.
I've never seen anything, and looking down at everything that was happening, and it was frightening because I'm not accustomed to see things visually because I'd never had before. And I could see, and it was incredible, really beautiful, and I was overwhelmed by that experience. Then I went back into my body, and it was excruciatingly painful and very heavy, and I remember feeling very sick.
Vicky's case suggests that her mind was working at a time when her brain was unable to supply her with such visual information, even if she could see.
So it's very interesting. In the subtle body, these powers are there. The ability to see, the ability to hear, smell, taste, touch. These capacities are there in the subtle body. And they connect to the physical body, the apparatus, the hardware.